My girlfriend's parents forced me, at 6 feet 6 inches, to sleep on a love seat when I visited their house because our relationship wasn't at that level, so when they stayed the night at our place, I forced them to sleep separately too. I already understand I've been petty, and most likely the jerk here, but would still like some advice going forward. I, 25M, and my girlfriend, 26F, have been together for about 4.5 years now. She and I moved in together just over 1 year ago as well. We were going to wait until after her degree, but a falling out with her roommate led to us moving in together a year early. Our relationship has been fine, we don't argue often, support each other's separate interests, and overall, living together has been quite hassle-free. The only thing that has caused minor arguments between us is that she hates confrontation. For example, she works as a supervisor part-time, and where she works the people being hired for her to train are paid more than her. She hasn't gotten a raise of any kind in over a year. Which is illegal. She refuses to bring it up to the manager, or anyone at all. This is frustrating, especially since she moved into my place, she hasn't been able to afford to put anything forth. I own the place myself, including pay for our car insurance, gas, and pay all of the bills, except we go 50-50 for groceries, and it's been tough for how much I get paid, because it's not a lot, but it shouldn't be much longer. Anyways, her family and I have been decently close. They helped me move a couple years ago, they helped her move in last year, and we visit them for all major holidays and visit decently often since we got together. Her family and I only disagree on one thing, which is my religion. I am not religious, but they are quite Christian, and my girlfriend is non-practicing, unknowingly to them. So whenever I go over, they are over all the top on everything, my girlfriend's words, not mine, on their religion, and constantly trying to force me to join them in their practices, and whenever I decline they say things under their breath like "oh we will fix you," in a half-jokingly manner. But we have never visited long so it's never been much of an issue, usually only 2 to 4 hours at a time. They live around 6 hours away from us, in another city. My girlfriend moved to my city around 7 years ago, before we met. This is where I believe, and everyone else does too, that I am being a jerk, and the current issue. We stayed at their house for the first time overnight a couple months ago, and while there for around 6 hours, it was all going well till it got to around night time. They told me I should get the couch ready, and I was confused as my girlfriend has a room sizable for the both of us, so I questioned I thought I'd just sleep with, girlfriend's name? And they declined, saying that our relationship wasn't at that level in their eyes. I accepted, and did not want to argue, as it's their house and their rules. But I am quite tall, 6'6", and I grew a lot of that when I was young in an incredibly short amount of time, which resulted in a lot of medical back pain, issues for my entire life, and being unable to even do the sports I used to love. So I told them I wouldn't be able to sleep on the couch sadly, especially since it was barely bigger than a love seat, but would be more than okay purchasing a room at a hotel for myself or myself and girlfriend. They also live within a couple minutes from some hotels, so I'd most likely be able to find a room close by, and they said I was turning it into way too big of a deal and to respect their beliefs, and after back and forth, they eventually said they give up and told me to sleep wherever I wanted and they were not happy, and went to bed themselves. I was going to purchase a hotel for myself, but my girlfriend got upset at me for attempting to do so, so I stayed on the couch, which resulted in zero sleep, and my back hurting for a couple days. But I was at least able to watch some good movies. Nor they brought it up the next day, and we eventually left. Since then I felt quite guilty as my girlfriend said I shouldn't have argued in their house. Now months later, they were wondering if they could visit us, and stay with us. My girlfriend and I agreed of course. But before they arrived, I let them know that our couch wasn't quite big enough for 2 people, and they were very confused. I told them they would be sleeping on the couch, and they asked why. I told them that I felt they didn't respect our relationship to their standards, and I follow the rules under their house, so they should follow mine. They argued once again that since they are married their relationship is more respected than ours. I told them that them being married doesn't mean that for me, and if they are coming to my house they have to follow the rules of such too. They ended up hanging up, and texting my girlfriend they would not come over until I would apologize to them, and was in the right mind. This led to my girlfriend and I arguing about this, and she agrees that their relationship is more respectable due to being married, and I told her that marriage isn't what grants me respect for a relationship, it's the foundation it's built on, and how 2 people treat each other, and those around them. So, should I apologize and allow them to sleep in the spare bedroom? My girlfriend believes I am being incredibly childish, petty, and unreasonable. Which I definitely agree I am being petty, but I still just don't feel right allowing them to do whatever they want in my house, if they don't respect my relationship with their daughter. They were happy, and didn't say anything about us moving in, but feel weird in us sleeping in the same bed at their house which I found weird, but also never brought up. Update 1. Hey, it's been 20 days, and I sort of forgot about this, but Reddit auto-logged me in and reminded me, and thought I'd give an update, ask for more advice. So I read the comments, and it helped me realize from outside POVs that I was 110% being a petty jerk. I already sort of knew that, but hearing people with no connection to us confirm it helped open my eyes. I pulled my girlfriend aside the next day of my post, and apologized, admitted I was being childish, petty, a jerk, and that I wasn't acting my age, I was more like acting a toddler not sharing toys. She agreed and laughed at my analogy, and forgave me as long as I called her parents, which was my next plan anyways. I called her parents, said roughly the same thing, and they agreed, did not laugh, and told me that they will find another date in the future and reschedule staying with us, which I told them sounded great, and we hung up. All was well. But the comments, and some private messages helped me realize as well, that my girlfriend's not taking initiative was something I needed to seriously talk to her about and stop letting go if I planned on marrying her. I thought of how to say everything I wanted to, etc., and a day or two later I decided to talk to her. I told her how much I love her, the person she is, and brought up many things she brings to our relationship to start things out. I then brought up how if we are going to work more in a healthy manner as we get more serious and conjoined, things do need to be more equal between us. So I wanted to work on a compromise. I pay for everything, except 50 groceries, I do the majority of the cooking and cleaning, etc., as you all know. She got quite upset at this, and was trying to say she doesn't have value in our relationship, but I tried to reassure her, and the conversation sort of ended there. I stuck my ground, and 2 days later, I brought it up again once the dust settled, and while the conversation was rocky. We worked on a compromise that she will ask her boss about the raise she deserves, will begin doing more of the cooking and cleaning. Not more than before, but more than me. I asked her also if she would talk to her parents about the whole trying to convert me thing, and well, baby steps, not gonna happen yet. Anyways, why I still need advice as well. Since we had that last conversation I thought things would be better, but she's been cold. She's been only cooking really quick meals, like frozen stuff, mac and cheese, etc., and I tried talking to her about it and that I'd be happy to teach her the stuff I'd make for us, but she always says if you don't like it, make us stuff you do, which is fair. But I know she's as good of a cook as me. I tried talking to her if things are stressing her out, she declines. I tried asking if anything's wrong, she declines, etc. She's been cold. Our intimate life took a nosedive from once every 2 days, only twice since my last post. I tried feeding into her love languages. She likes words of affirmation a lot, so I've been complimenting her extra and reassuring her, but she seems uninterested. I even tried asking her if I explained anything badly, or said the wrong thing about the conversations above, and she says no. What can I do to make her feel happier? She barely even greets me when I come home now. Update 2. I am currently deciding to do 2 things as comments have suggested. A. Spend a week doing everything for myself, by myself. Watch what I please, make just my own food, and finally take the classes I have been waiting for her to agree to, pottery, baking, etc., and just do my own thing and see how she treats it. My main fear being that she will just see this as petty, and that I'm doing the same thing as I almost did to her parents in my last post. B. Try and talk to her one more time about all of this, which most likely she won't be receptive to. Tell her how I feel, what I want in a relationship and needs to change if it wants to work. I obviously fear she will break up with me for that, but if she does it's probably for the best. Edit. I think I will choose A. Try and give her a slight taste of her medicine, and then bring up how I felt. Maybe she will understand better once she sees me doing my own thing? Commenter. She's mad and punishing you for trying to make her a partner in your relationship instead of a benefactor. Maybe it's part of her religion/upbringing, but your GF expects you to take care of her completely while putting little to no effort into taking care of herself, let alone you. Good luck with getting a relationship that's not one-sided with her.